up? Hey, I'm so happy to be here and finally connecting with you. This is so great.
This has been a while coming,
Yeah,
so
it
I am
has.
glad too. And as you just pointed out, I mean, we were jean jacket ready today.
You
We
were
were
on
jean
point
jacket
today.
ready today.
Yes.
I didn't know I was gonna need the beanie and the jean jacket, but we made it work.
We did.
You know, this is for me so exciting because having you on today is just kind of like earmarking the beginning of a journey for me that I feel like I've been on for years in terms of just prioritizing my fitness, my well-being with my body. And just yesterday we had Haru Hills, another segment with Haru Chayez Amen, and he was talking about the need to take care of our physical bodies as a part of our holistic health and our approach to health. And so tell us a bit about what got you started on this pathway to say, I need to be a fitness coach. That's one of the things I want to give into my community. Tell us about your story.
Absolutely. So it was definitely tapping into that. I noticed that within our community, especially, we like to be reactive to things that happen to us within our health. One of my dearest friends passed away from breast cancer. And then in the next month, my mother was also diagnosed. And a switch just flipped. I had just had my second child, so I was heavier than I've ever been. And I decided to get locked in and just kind of start my fitness journey. I had no idea that I would get to this point where I'm like, everybody needs this, right? But I did. And the things that I learned along the way was exercise is a preventive activity. And so it's one of those things that once you're, in the disease and in the trouble, it's not that it won't work. It can still help you. But if you start long before things happen to you, you put yourself in a better place to be able to fight those things that may come later in life, like breast cancer, right? And so just on the journey, starting with my physical, but realizing too that it's a huge mental game and our bodies are vessels. We only get one and we can do everything in the world, right? In 2020, I think it was a huge increase in entrepreneurship and Black business, which I think is phenomenal and great for our community. But if we're not healthy and well to be here in the flesh to do these things and to pass it on, then what good is it, right? Generational wealth, generational wealth. So my token became generational health, something that we can embrace and send on to our community and our kids.
Generational health.
Yes.
I love that.
Right.
And it is so necessary because you are right. I think the more that we start to embody, healthy practices into our daily lives with our families, the more we're passing those same practices and activities on to our children. So this idea of generational health is so key. This is something for me where I think a lot of people may start with a lot of momentum, right? But then we see it falter, right? And so I'm so glad that you'll be coming on recurringly because we'll have other things to really tap into. But tell us a bit about what you were just describing in terms of that mental capacity to keep yourself going with the physical activity that you need to make sure your body is healthy.
Absolutely. So one of the first things I do with my clients, I did it with you, is asking that why. Why is this important for you? Why is this something that you want to dive into? And generally for most people, the first thing is, well, I want to look good. And granted, that's wonderful. But once they tap into it and they start seeing how they're feeling as well, that starts to open another door as, oh, this can be more than something that changes my physical appearance, right? And so that's also going to be key in your journey because working out is not fun. I mean, as much as I love it and you'll learn to love it, in the beginning, it's not fun. And people carry the idea of it being a chore. And just simply changing that outlook is it's not something I have to do, but something I want to do is a great start. And that's something that can help you champion through the slow times, right? Because especially when you're doing it to look better, you don't see the instant results that, you see on Instagram or the ladies that are out there getting surgery, no shade, but they give you that unrealistic vision of what you could possibly have and look like. And you can do it, but it takes time. So learning to be patient and go into it with more than just that physical idea helps you to last in the journey of your well-being, and knowing that this is a lifetime commitment, right? We're not just doing this for right now, but for the long term. And then it doesn't feel so bad, right? It's like, okay, I've got years in the game to change my well-being. So I think changing your mindset and going in that path will help you last past the short term physical.
Yeah, I think that's so key. And I really love what you said there. Instead of something that you have to do, is something that you want to do.
Yes.
One of my good friends said, look, I look at my to-do list and I say to myself, these are the things I get to do, right? Like that I get the a privilege of doing. And so I've been really, ever since I heard that, it's something that's really stuck with me because, as busy as I am in community and everything, I realized that, man, every day, no matter how tired I am, I get to live this life, right? I get to make an impact in the ways that I do. I get to show up and be on stages. I get to be here in a studio every day. I get to bring on folks like yourselves that are telling their story, that are then inspiring others. I get to be a conduit, right? And it's not something that is just, oh, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. But it's also, I know that I'm privileged. It's an honor, and it humbles me in that regard. So I really appreciate you saying that. And I am making a commitment to this audience right here that I am going to be on it. Like I'm going to keep that same level of enthusiasm around me getting to work out, me getting to get my body in shape, me getting to change my mindset. One of the things that we know goes hand in hand when we're talking about fitness, it's also our nutrition. I just want you to speak a bit to that because it's something that you can't just be eating crap and thinking, oh, but I'm working out, so it should all balance out. Tell us a bit about that because it's so important.
It is, it's true. And equally, being physical, what you put into your body is equally as important. We are energy, and food is our energy. And unfortunately, we've been trained to love and enjoy food, right? We eat because food is good, rather than it's what we need to energize and to live, right? And so taking it back to that and knowing, for some, that's a struggle, right? Is like, how do I just cut all of this out of my diet? I eat like this all the time. And you don't have to be that drastic, but you know what's good for you, right? And you know how to make those daily simple choices, right? Do I eat a burger or do I eat a salad, right? And I'm telling you, it's one of those, like, it changes you. And long before some people get into the physical of exercise, simply changing your diet can be, halfway there, absolutely. But in order to function properly, you have to be eating well in order to show up for the activity of exercise or daily living. So, don't discount on what you're eating, because the other thing is, it shows up in you, right? They say you are what you eat, and that is true. You've seen it, and you don't want to be that, right? So definitely watching what you eat and what you put into your body is going to go hand in hand for your journey and your long term. But start with the simple things, right? Making sure that you're consuming a lot of water. I can't believe the amount of people that just simply don't drink water, right? And that's a starting point. Drinking water, having more fruits and vegetables. Those are like the minimal things that you can do, but also start exploring different tastes. I would love to have a chance to do that with you too, where we explore trying different things that we haven't tried, because there's so many fruits and vegetables and things that have yet to be, turned over. And so I'm still on a journey of expanding my own palate to include some more healthy things in my diet. So it's all a process, but it all goes hand in hand. And it's one of those things, like, I think constantly, something as simple as taking the stairs versus the escalator, right? And in the moment, you might be like, but what if you lost your legs tomorrow, right? And so
Mhm.
I love that you say it's an honor and it's a privilege to show up and to be able to do the things that we can do. So don't wait until you get sick to decide, you know what, I'm going to have that salad.
Yeah.
Do it now, right? Do it now. Do it with joy and enjoy it, and your body will thank you for it.
Yeah, there it is. Do it with joy. I
Yes.
agree 100%. Now, I mean, also in the fitness community, there is a way for you to tap in with other professionals. And sounds like tomorrow you have an amazing event going on. Go ahead and tell us more about Fit Melanin Summer.
Yes, that is hosted by some wonderful young ladies, Free Flow Fit. I actually met them last summer being a vendor at their event, and it is phenomenal. When I started my journey in fitness too, I had no idea that that was a huge fitness community here in Seattle, let alone a Black fitness community. So that just took me over the moon, and I was like, I have to be in on this. And so this is year 2. It's happening tomorrow at Junkins Park for those that are local in Seattle. It's from 2 p.m. to 7. It's free. It's for everybody, your family, your friends, your neighbors. Bring them out. It's going to be so much fun. They're going to be doing live fitness in the park, and it's going to be a variation of all types of fitness. You're going to see Black businesses out there, and we're just going to be having fun, right? Moving our bodies and just soaking in, right, the community of fitness and health.
You know what? I'm telling you, if there's like 4 different things on my docket for tomorrow, and this is one where I was like, man, even if I can just stop in there for 15 minutes, I'm gonna try to make it work because I love this idea.
Yes.
I didn't get to go last year, but I will say that I think it's so important that we utilize events as a way to really introduce fitness techniques into our community and to our families. So shout out to Free Flow Fit for doing this. Shout out to you for being engaged and involved. If we have audience members out there, people that are watching that want to plug in with you, we didn't even get into it because wait a minute, y'all, she's wearing her bare brand right here.
Come on, Fine Gang.
Fine Gang is out here. Where can they find your products? Fine Gang, where can they find you? How can they tap in?
So I am on www.finegang.com. That is our website. Training coming soon. I am doing personal one-on-ones. So reach out to me if you're interested. I'm on Instagram, Facebook at the Fine Gang. And yeah, more to come. So definitely grab you some socks or an outfit and meet us out there tomorrow. But you'll see me out in the community. I try to show up to all the pop-ups and events that I can and just get the brand out there. So.
Well, I've been
That's
seeing
how I
you.
met you,
Yeah,
right?
I've been seeing you.
love it.
You have been out here, and like I said, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be wearing some Fine Gang, apparel real soon here. Thank you so much,
Thank
Pasqualina,
you.
Coach Pasqualina in the building. Thank you so much. Can't wait for the next segment.
Yes,
and
we're gonna
looking
be getting
forward to
you into some workouts on here. So stay tuned for that.
You guys are gonna be seeing me right here. We're gonna move the set around. We're gonna be doing some workouts, doing a couple of different moves to show you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Trae.
Absolutely. Oh my